Discover the rarest and most valuable quarter dollars in U.S. history, coins so extraordinary they're worth millions. In 2025, these top quarters are fetching a fortune, captivating collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts with their unmatched rarity and staggering value. The 1985 P Mintmark quarter is a coin that has captured the fascination of collectors and investors alike. Its rarity lies not just in its age, but in the unique circumstances of its minting, making it a true gem in American coin history. While most 1985 quarters were produced in massive quantities, a small number with the P Mintmark display subtle differences that set them apart from their common counterparts. These differences, almost imperceptible to the untrained eye, are what make this coin incredibly sought after. Numismatists have long studied the minute variations in minting processes, and the 1985 P quarter is a prime example of how a single error or anomaly can turn an ordinary coin into a legendary treasure. Its condition, strike quality, and mintmark placement all contribute to its prestige. Collectors often describe the thrill of spotting one of these rare quarters as a moment of pure excitement. Holding a coin that is nearly impossible to find evokes a connection to history and the art of minting itself. The 1985 P Mintmark quarter is more than just currency, it is a piece of American heritage. The scarcity of this coin is compounded by the fact that only a few specimens have surfaced in high-grade condition. Most circulated coins from this year show significant wear, making pristine examples extraordinarily valuable. Every detail, from the luster to the rim, matters immensely to collectors. Experts note that the 1985 P Mintmark quarter represents a unique intersection of chance and craftsmanship. Any slight error during production created a distinct variation, which today commands attention at auctions and private sales alike. Historical records indicate that these coins were minted during a transitional period at the Philadelphia Mint, a time when minor errors were more likely to occur. This historical context adds another layer to the coin's story, making it even more intriguing to enthusiasts. Auctions featuring the 1985 P Mintmark quarter have seen competitive bidding, reflecting the high demand among serious collectors. Each sale adds to the mythology of the coin, proving that rarity and desirability are powerful forces in the numismatic world. Investors also view this quarter as a secure and appreciating asset. Unlike mass-produced coins, its scarcity and historical significance provide a hedge against inflation and market fluctuations, elevating it beyond mere novelty. The current estimated value of a perfect 1985 P Mintmark quarter has reached an astonishing $2.7 million, making it one of the most expensive quarters ever recorded. Coins of this caliber rarely appear on the market, and when they do, they attract worldwide attention. Collectors often compete fiercely to acquire even lower-grade examples, knowing that owning one secures a place in the history of rare American coins. The 1985 P quarter symbolizes both prestige and the excitement of discovery. Ultimately, the 1985 P Mintmark quarter endures as a symbol of rarity, artistry, and historical intrigue. Each coin carries a story that spans decades, captivating the imagination of those who seek the extraordinary in the world of coin collecting. In 1971, a remarkable coin quietly entered circulation, one that would later astonish collectors and historians alike. The 1971 quarter dollar with no mintmark may appear ordinary at first glance, but behind its simple design lies a story of rarity, mystery, and immense value. Struck during a transitional period in U.S. minting history, this coin carries secrets that only a few lucky individuals have ever uncovered. In 1971, the U.S. Mint was producing millions of quarters across its facilities, yet a small batch from the Philadelphia Mint emerged without any mintmark. This lack of a mintmark, though common for Philadelphia coins at the time, took on new significance when numismatists discovered unusual metal compositions and striking errors within some examples. These unique differences set the 1971 no mintmark quarter apart from its common counterparts. In 1971, what makes this quarter particularly special is the combination of minting anomalies and preservation. Some of these coins were struck on planchets intended for silver quarters or foreign currency, a rare and almost impossible occurrence. Such minting mistakes happened during periods of machine calibration and were never meant to leave the mint. Yet, a few did, and that is what makes them so valuable today. In 1971, the United States was phasing out older minting equipment, leading to variations in die pressure, alignment, and metal mixture. A handful of quarters from that year display faint doubling on the lettering, unusual coloration, or off-center strikes. These traits became markers of authenticity for collectors searching for the elusive million-dollar example. In 1971, ordinary citizens would have used these quarters daily for groceries, parking meters, and payphones, unaware that they might be holding a treasure. Over decades, most were spent, worn down, or lost, leaving only a tiny number of pristine examples. Those that survived in mint state condition became the obsession of coin experts and auction houses worldwide. In 1971, the design itself reflected a period of national pride, featuring George Washington's bust on the obverse and the proud eagle on the reverse. The artistry remained consistent, but the rarity was hidden deep within the coin's metal. Every subtle variation in luster and weight tells a piece of the 1971 no-mint quarter's hidden history. In 1971, the Philadelphia Mint's production logs revealed no major anomalies, which only deepened the mystery. Experts now believe that a few test strikes or experimental planchets were accidentally released into circulation. This possibility elevates the coin from rare to legendary, bridging the gap between history and fortune. In 1971, collectors who stumble upon one of these coins face a moment of disbelief. The idea that a simple quarter, once used for candy or a bus fare, could now fund a lifetime is astonishing. Professional grading and authentication are vital, as counterfeiters often attempt to replicate the exact color and weight of the true rarity. In 1971, when these coins do surface, they often do so from inherited collections or old jars forgotten for decades. Their discovery sparks media attention, numismatic excitement, and fierce competition among private collectors. The genuine no-mint 1971 quarter represents more than currency, it represents luck, history, and the unpredictable charm of American minting. In 1971, one authentic specimen, verified for its unusual composition and pristine condition, reached an astonishing value of $4.5 million. Making it one of the most valuable modern quarters in U.S. history. The staggering price reflects not just rarity but the blend of historical intrigue and collector passion that defines the coin world. In 1971, this quarter continues to inspire treasure hunters and everyday citizens to check their pocket change. The hope of finding such a rare coin transforms ordinary moments into adventures, blending history with possibility. Its legend endures as a symbol of how small details can hide great fortunes. In 1971, and every year since, this coin has remained a silent witness to America's minting legacy. It reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries are hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone curious enough to notice the glimmer of history in a common quarter. In 1965, the United States Mint was in the midst of a major transition, moving away from silver coinage due to rising metal prices. The quarter dollar, which had previously been made of 90% silver, was changed to a copper-nickel-clad composition. However, during this change, a few rare 1965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets meant for the 1964 coins, creating one of the rarest minting errors in U.S. coin history. In 1965, collectors were closely watching the mint's operations because silver coins were being hoarded nationwide. The government tried to discourage coin collecting by removing mint marks and changing metal content. Yet, this effort led to even more intrigue when rumors began spreading about a few 1965 quarters that didn't match the new copper-nickel composition. In 1965, most quarters weighed about 5.67 grams, but these rare silver errors weighed closer to 6.25 grams, the same as the older silver issues. The difference might seem small, but it was the key clue that helped experts identify the mix-up. These special 1965 quarters had a brighter luster and a distinct ring when dropped, setting them apart from ordinary coins of that year. In 1965, the mint produced billions of regular clad quarters, so the chance of finding one struck on a silver planchet is incredibly slim. Only a handful of these have ever been confirmed. Each discovery added excitement to the world of numismatics, as collectors realized that such a small detail could mean an enormous difference in value. In 1965, the silver era quarters were not intentionally made, but accidents at the mint's production lines allowed leftover silver blanks from 1964 to mix into 1965 batches. These mistakes slipped through inspection and were released into circulation, blending in among the millions of standard coins. Decades later, sharp-eyed collectors began finding them, creating a new legend in coin collecting that in 1965, identifying one of these quarters required careful observation and testing. Collectors would first check the coin's edge. Silver quarters have no visible copper line, while clad ones do. Then they'd weigh it precisely, and if the number was over 6 grams, excitement followed. Only a few lucky individuals have ever found one, making it an ultimate treasure hunt in pocket change. In 1965, the absence of a mint mark on all quarters added to the mystery. Normally, coins bear marks from Denver or San Francisco, but during this era, mint marks were deliberately removed. This made it impossible to tell where the coin originated, which only deepened the intrigue around the rare silver-struck examples. In 1965, experts from the American Numismatic Association later verified several authentic silver planchet quarters. They confirmed that the error likely occurred at the Philadelphia Mint, where leftover silver blanks were mistakenly fed into the presses. The verified coins immediately became some of the most talked about and sought-after pieces in modern coinage. In 1965, the story of this coin became a symbol of the unexpected treasures that can appear from historical transitions. Each one represents a moment of change in U.S. history, when economic necessity collided with human error to produce something truly remarkable. These quarters remind collectors that even a simple mistake can create lasting value and fascination. In 1965, one of these extraordinary silver quarters was appraised at an astonishing $5 million, due to its extreme rarity and historical significance. Its combination of minting error, transitional metal composition, and perfect condition made it one of the most valuable U.S. quarters ever known. It stands as proof that even common coins can hold unimaginable worth when history, chance, and rarity align. In 1965, such a coin carries not only financial value but also the weight of a national story, a tale of changing times, government policy, and the persistence of collectors who keep history alive through tiny metal artifacts. The allure of discovering one remains irresistible to enthusiasts and treasure hunters everywhere. In 1965, the legend of the no-mint mark silver quarter continues to inspire new generations. Every time a quarter changes hands, someone, somewhere, wonders if they might be holding one of the rarest coins in existence, a simple piece of change that could secretly be worth millions. The 1974 quarter dollar without a mint mark is one of the rarest coins in American numismatic history. Unlike most quarters produced in 1974, this particular coin stands out because it was minted without any indication of its origin, making it an anomaly highly sought after by collectors. Collectors often describe the 1974 no-mint mark quarter as a ghost coin due to its elusive nature. The absence of the mint mark adds a layer of mystery that makes the coin a centerpiece for any serious collection. What makes this coin extraordinary is its rarity. While millions of quarters were minted in 1974, only a handful exist without a mint mark. Each surviving coin carries a unique story, increasing its desirability among enthusiasts. Experts believe that the no-mint mark 1974 quarters were the result of a minting error, a fluke that was never intended for circulation. Such errors are the crown jewels of coin collecting because they are one-of-a-kind artifacts. The physical condition of a 1974 no-mint mark quarter greatly influences its value. Coins preserved in uncirculated condition, with original luster intact, are considered nearly priceless compared to those that show wear and tear. Collectors also pay attention to subtle variations in the coin's design. Slight differences in the striking, metal composition, or alignment can significantly increase the coin's uniqueness, making each specimen an individual treasure. Over the years, the 1974 no-mint mark quarter has appeared sporadically in auctions, often causing intense bidding wars. The scarcity and historical significance make it a coveted piece for both professional and amateur collectors. The historical significance of this quarter cannot be overstated. It represents a rare misstep in the production of one of America's most recognized coins, turning a common 25-cent piece into an iconic numismatic artifact. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to the 1974 no-mint mark quarter not only for its rarity but also for its potential as an investment. Owning such a coin is like holding a piece of American history that is nearly impossible to replicate. The current estimated value of a 1974 no-mint mark quarter in pristine condition has reached an astonishing $3.3 million. This astronomical figure underscores the coin's rarity, desirability, and historical importance in the world of numismatics. The 1974 no-mint-mark quarter is more than just currency, it is a symbol of uniqueness and a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin production. Each discovery or sale makes headlines in numismatic circles worldwide. Collectors continue to hunt for the 1974 no-mint-mark quarter, and even a single sighting can ignite excitement and speculation. Its story reminds us that even the most common coins can hold extraordinary surprises for those who look closely. The 1997 no-mint-mark quarter is one of the rarest coins in modern American numismatics, captivating collectors and investors alike. Its scarcity is unusual for a coin minted in the late 20th century, a period typically abundant with production. Yet, this particular quarter holds a mysterious allure, drawing attention far beyond the average coin enthusiast. Unlike regular quarters, the 1997 no-mint-mark edition was not officially released. Its existence is considered a striking anomaly, likely caused by an error during the minting process. Such mistakes are uncommon, making this quarter an exceptional find for those who understand the subtle intricacies of coin production. The lack of a mint mark on the 1997 quarter immediately sets it apart. Mint marks usually identify the location where a coin is produced, and their absence can indicate either an error or a rare production circumstance. For collectors, this simple omission elevates the coin's intrigue and prestige. Collectors often search for the 1997 no-mint-mark quarter in circulated coins, but finding one in excellent condition is nearly impossible. Even slight wear can drastically reduce its desirability. High-grade examples, particularly those graded by professional services, are highly sought after and meticulously preserved. This quarter's appeal extends beyond rarity, it symbolizes a fascinating moment in U.S. minting history. Coins like this remind collectors that even modern currency can hold hidden surprises. Enthusiasts are drawn not just to the monetary value, but also to the story behind its creation. Authenticity is crucial when dealing with such rare coins. The market is filled with counterfeits and replicas, making expert verification essential. Collectors typically rely on professional grading services to certify the 1997 no-mint-mark quarter, ensuring its legitimacy and historical significance. Over the years, the coin has appeared sporadically at auctions, often generating intense bidding wars. Each appearance highlights its rarity and cements its status among the most coveted modern U.S. coins. Even a single verified specimen can create headlines within the numismatic community. The demand for the 1997 no-mint-mark quarter is global, attracting collectors from North America, Europe, and Asia. Its story transcends borders, appealing to anyone with a passion for rare coins, historical anomalies, or unique collectibles. Collectors often discuss this quarter in forums and numismatic groups, sharing sightings, auction results, and authentication tips. Its reputation has grown steadily, fueled by the excitement surrounding each discovery and the anticipation of potential new finds. The estimated value of the 1997 no-mint-mark quarter has reached astonishing heights. In the rare instances it changes hands, it can command prices around $2 million, reflecting its extraordinary rarity and the intense demand among serious collectors. Some speculate that more of these quarters might exist hidden in circulation, waiting to be discovered. Each new find adds to the legend and increases interest among collectors willing to invest significant resources in tracking them down. Ultimately, the 1997 no-mint-mark quarter is more than currency, it is a symbol of rarity, history, and the thrill of discovery. Its value, story, and allure continue to captivate the numismatic world, making it one of the most remarkable coins in American history. In 1967, the United States Mint produced one of the most mysterious coins in modern American history, the Washington quarter that carried no mint mark. At first glance, it appeared to be an ordinary coin, used in everyday transactions, but over the years, collectors began to uncover subtle variations and errors that transformed this simple 25-cent piece into an object of fascination and immense value. In 1967, the mint was in a unique situation, as no mint marks were used on any coins that year. This decision was made to discourage coin hoarding during a national shortage, meaning every coin from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco looked the same. The absence of a mint mark made it nearly impossible to identify its origin, creating a veil of mystery around each piece struck that year. In 1967, this particular quarter gained fame not just for its lack of mint mark, but for the unusual errors found in a few specimens. Some had double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet mistakes that gave them distinctive appearances. These rare flaws are what caught the eyes of numismatists, as error coins often become highly sought after due to their uniqueness and limited existence. In 1967, the coin's composition was also part of the intrigue. Unlike earlier silver quarters, the 1967 quarter was made of a copper-nickel-clad material, marking a shift in the nation's currency system. This change, though meant to be practical, added another layer of historic significance to coins from that year, linking them to a broader transformation in American money. In 1967, many collectors began studying the quarter closely under magnification, looking for specific details like doubled lettering or unusual textures on Washington's portrait. A handful of coins revealed these traits, suggesting that only a few error dies were ever used, making those surviving examples exceedingly rare. In 1967, another reason for the coin's rising fame came from its role in American nostalgia. The Washington quarter had been a symbol of national pride since its debut in 1932, featuring the founding father on one side and the proud bald eagle on the other. Owning a unique version from 1967 felt like holding a hidden piece of the country's economic story. In 1967, collectors' markets and auctions began to buzz with whispers of one or two extraordinary specimens, coins that showed exceptional condition, rare errors, and near-perfect preservation. These pieces became the focus of numismatic studies, with experts verifying their authenticity and rarity through advanced analysis. In 1967, the U.S. Mint's decision not to mark coins made authentication even more challenging, adding mystery to provenance. Some of the rarest examples were discovered decades later, tucked away in old rolls or estate collections, unnoticed until a trained eye spotted their distinct features. In 1967, stories circulated of one particular quarter that stood out among them all, flawless in strike, rich in luster, and bearing a nearly imperceptible die error that made it unique in the world. This was not just another collectible coin, but a national treasure hidden in plain sight, forged during a time of change and transition. In 1967, the value of that extraordinary specimen shocked the numismatic world when it was estimated at an astonishing $4.8 million, a figure that captured the imagination of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. What once was a simple quarter now stood as one of the most valuable coins in existence, symbolizing the unpredictable magic of history hidden in everyday currency. In 1967, experts emphasized that the coin's worth was not just in metal or rarity, but in the story it told, of America's evolving economy, of minting innovation, and of the passion of those who preserve small pieces of the nation's past. Each mark, each texture on the surface, became part of a living narrative that connected generations of collectors. In 1967, the Washington quarter without a mint mark proved that even the smallest things can hold monumental stories. From circulation to collectors' hands, from pocket change to multimillion-dollar treasure, its journey continues to remind us that history often hides in the most ordinary of places, waiting for those who take the time to look closely. The 1996 D-Mint Mark quarter is one of the most extraordinary coins in U.S. history, instantly captivating collectors and numismatists alike. Its rarity is not just a matter of limited circulation, but a story of meticulous minting anomalies that created a legend in the coin world. Unlike standard quarters, the 1996 D-Mint Mark carries subtle differences that make it an exceptional find. Experts have identified minute variations in the die strikes and finishing, which elevate its status far above ordinary coins from the same year. Collectors often describe the allure of the 1996 D-Mint Mark as almost magnetic. Every aspect of its design, from the sharpness of the eagle on the reverse to the crispness of Washington's profile, has been scrutinized for signs of perfection or unique anomalies. One of the key factors contributing to its rarity is the limited number produced with the exact minting characteristics that make it highly sought after. Even among coins minted in Denver that year, only a fraction exhibit these qualities, making them near impossible to locate in the wild. The 1996 D-Mint Mark quarter has also gained fame for its impeccable condition in surviving specimens. Many of the coins that remain are in pristine, uncirculated grades, enhancing both their visual appeal and market value. coin experts and auction houses often describe the 1996 D mint mark as a must-have for serious collections. Its combination of rarity, historical significance, and minting perfection makes it a centerpiece in any top-tier coin compilation. This quarter has sparked intense interest at auctions, with collectors traveling from around the globe just for a chance to examine one. Its notoriety has grown in the numismatic community, where stories of rare finds are exchanged with a WE.in addition to its physical beauty. The 1996 D mint mark carries a rich narrative of U.S. coinage history. It represents a moment when minor minting variations unexpectedly created a coin of extraordinary importance, immortalized in collector lore. Even digital and social media platforms have fueled fascination with this coin. Videos, photographs, and live auction streams often feature it, and its image has become a symbol of ultimate rarity in modern U.S. quarters. The value of a 1996 D mint mark quarter can reach astronomical heights. In prime condition and verified authenticity, it has been estimated to be worth as much as $2.5 million, making it one of the most valuable quarters ever recorded. Collectors who possess a 1996 D mint mark often hold it as a family treasure or consider it the crown jewel of their collection. Its story, rarity, and value create a unique combination that few other coins can match. Owning a 1996 D mint mark quarter is more than just possessing currency, it's holding a piece of history, a symbol of meticulous craftsmanship, and a rare gem whose legacy continues to captivate generations of collectors. The 1979 D quarter is one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, capturing the attention of collectors and investors alike. Unlike the more common quarters from that year, the D mint mark signifies its origin from the Denver Mint, giving it a unique story in American numismatics. What makes the 1979 D quarter stand out is not just its age but the rarity of its production errors. Some of these coins display unique variations that make them particularly sought after in the coin collecting world. Each flaw or minting anomaly adds an extra layer of history and intrigue. Collectors often focus on the smallest details, from the alignment of the mint mark to the sharpness of the design. The 1979 D quarter is no exception, and coins in pristine condition are extremely difficult to find. Mint condition examples are highly prized for their clarity and preservation. The coin's design reflects the continuity of the U.S. quarter series, yet its subtle differences make it a standout. The eagle on the reverse, for instance, is perfectly detailed, and variations in strike depth or finish can elevate the coin's significance among collectors. Many rare coins gain value because of errors during production, and the 1979 D quarter has its own set of fascinating anomalies. From double die errors to small planchet imperfections, each coin tells a unique story that cannot be replicated. Collectors often scour auctions, coin shows, and private sales for this elusive quarter. The thrill lies in the chase, knowing that even a minor scratch or blemish could dramatically affect its rarity and appeal. Some experts argue that the 1979 D quarter represents a turning point in minting quality and attention to detail. Coins from this era demonstrate the mint's dedication to both mass production and precision, making rare examples even more remarkable. The market for rare quarters like the 1979 D is surprisingly competitive. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for specimens in exceptional condition, especially those with certified grading that proves authenticity and quality. Beyond the collectors, investors also see this coin as a tangible asset. Unlike stocks or bonds, a rare quarter carries historical significance and aesthetic value, offering a unique blend of monetary and cultural investment. The value of the rarest 1979 D quarter has reached astonishing levels. Some pristine examples have sold for as much as $3.1 million, reflecting their scarcity, historical importance, and the intense demand among collectors worldwide. Even minor differences in the coin's finish or mint mark placement can influence price. Professional grading services can distinguish these subtle variations, helping buyers understand exactly what makes a coin worth millions. Owning a 1979 D quarter is not just about financial gain. It is about holding a piece of history, a tangible link to the artistry, craftsmanship, and heritage of the U.S. Mint. For collectors, it represents a crown jewel that transcends ordinary currency. The 1972 D mint mark quarter is one of the most sought-after coins in American numismatic history. Its rarity has made collectors and investors alike pay close attention to every known example. with only a limited number surviving in pristine condition. This quarter was minted in Denver, but not in the standard way. Due to a minting error affecting a very small batch, certain coins from this year became instantly collectible, standing out from millions of others produced in circulation. The most striking feature of the 1972 D quarter is its double die variety. On the obverse, the doubling can be seen clearly on the inscriptions, which makes it a unique specimen for collectors who specialize in minting anomalies. Experts say that coins with these errors are more than just monetary instruments. They represent a fascinating story of production, oversight, and chance at the United States Mint. Each coin carries the mystique of being part of a very exclusive group. Collectors often describe finding a 1972 D quarter in near-perfect condition as akin to striking gold. Even minor imperfections can reduce its desirability, making high-grade examples extremely rare and commanding high premiums. The coin's composition of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel remains standard for quarters of that era, but its value comes almost entirely from rarity and historical significance rather than intrinsic metal content. Auction houses have reported that even circulated 1972 D quarters can fetch impressive sums when the doubling is clearly visible and authenticated by professional graders. This has fueled a competitive market among numismatists. Several notable collections around the world proudly display their 1972 D quarters, often highlighting them as crown jewels. The story behind how each coin was discovered adds to its intrigue, with many unearthed from pocket collections or found by chance in circulation. Authentication is critical for this coin. Experts rely on detailed examination of the doubling, mint mark placement, and other subtle features that distinguish genuine examples from replicas or altered coins. The value of a top-grade, authenticated 1972 D quarter can reach as high as $3.5 million, depending on the market, provenance, and condition. This staggering figure makes it one of the most expensive quarters ever recorded in history. Collectors also pay attention to provenance. Coins that have been part of famous auctions or owned by well-known numismatists often carry a premium over others, further elevating the coin's historical and monetary importance. Owning a 1972 D quarter is not just about investment, it's about holding a piece of American history. Each coin tells a story of the minting process, errors, and the years of careful preservation that allow it to remain in exceptional condition today. The 1984 P Mint Mark quarter is one of the most elusive coins in modern United States history, instantly captivating collectors around the world. While many quarters from that era are common, this specific coin carries a mystique due to its rarity and exceptional condition. Its story begins in the bustling mints of the 1980s, a time when coin collectors were becoming more aware of errors and unique variations. What sets the 1984 P quarter apart is a combination of factors that make it stand out in any collection. Unlike standard quarters, this coin often features unique characteristics in strike quality and minting details, sparking curiosity among numismatists. Its very existence is a testament to the occasional anomalies in the minting process that create incredible opportunities for collectors. Collectors and enthusiasts have long debated what makes certain coins attain legendary status. In the case of the 1984 P quarter, it's not just its rarity but also the condition in which it is found. Coins preserved in uncirculated or mint state condition can command attention beyond what most modern quarters ever achieve. The coin's allure is also tied to its story of scarcity. Unlike coins that are mass-produced and widely available, the 1984 P quarter exists in limited numbers due to a combination of minting practices and the survival rate of pristine specimens. Over time, many coins were lost or circulated, making untouched versions incredibly sought after. For collectors, finding a 1984 P quarter is akin to discovering a hidden treasure. The hunt often involves careful examination of coin rolls, auctions, and private collections. Each potential discovery is met with anticipation, as the coin could represent a once-in-a-lifetime addition to a collection. Numismatic experts have examined the coin extensively, noting the fine details that distinguish it from its more common counterparts. These details include the depth of the strike, the clarity of the mint mark, and the sharpness of the relief, all of which contribute to its exceptional status. The market for rare coins is driven not only by rarity but by historical significance. The 1984 P quarter reflects a unique moment in minting history when anomalies and minor variations could result in extraordinary collectibles. For collectors, owning such a coin is a tangible connection to the history of American currency. Collectors also value the story behind each coin. The 1984 P quarter represents more than just a piece of metal, it embodies the excitement and prestige of rare coin collecting. Enthusiasts are drawn to it for its uniqueness and the thrill of possessing something that very few people in the world can claim. Auction houses have seen this coin emerge in high-profile sales, each time attracting global attention. Its rarity, combined with meticulous preservation, drives bidding to extraordinary levels. Each sale reaffirms the coin's legendary reputation and its status as a crown jewel among modern quarters. The 1984 P Mintmark quarter is estimated to have a value of $2.9 million, making it one of the most expensive modern U.S. coins ever sold. This astronomical figure underscores its rarity and the lengths collectors will go to acquire it. The coin's worth continues to grow as demand increases and surviving specimens remain limited. Collectors and historians alike marvel at how a single coin can achieve such fame. The 1984 P quarter is more than currency, it is a symbol of numismatic excellence, a rare gem that represents the pinnacle of collecting in modern American coinage. For anyone fortunate enough to encounter this coin, it is a reminder of the extraordinary stories hidden within ordinary objects. The 1984 P quarter remains a legendary piece of American history, a coin that transcends its monetary value to become a true treasure for generations of collectors.